dream of owning a supercar that we can't afford, whether it be a McLaren F1, a Porsche or a Ferrari. But I'm here to meet a geezer that can offer me one at cut price. And he's all above board. You interested? Hello, Alex. So where's this supercar you've got for me? Oh, is that it? You shrunk it? Actually, I saw one of these last night in Park Lane, and apparently they're worth about 700,000.
That's right, yeah.
That's amazing. How much is this one worth?
This is £20, slightly cheaper than the real thing.
Looks like I could afford that then on my budget. And what sort of people would buy a car like this then? Or any car you have in your shop?
We sell to ladies to buy it for their boyfriends. We have dads buying it for their children, or just pure model collectors building up their collection.
Fantastic. Have you got anything else we can have a look at?
Lots to look at.
So it feels like we're in Aladdin's cave here. Talk me through some of the stuff you've got around.
Yeah, this is our specials room, if you like, and we have most of the things in here are original, like the cruise shirt, so we have some race crash helmets, race visors, but everything that's signed is originally signed by the drivers and such. So there are some replica crash helmets in, because
You say that Ayrton Senna's helmets are replicas.
and if a real one's going to cost about 25,000 now. But when you buy a real helmet like that, you want all the documentation you can get to make sure it's real, because you don't want to be...
What, a bit like if you get a car with a logbook?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to have the right paperwork with it, because you don't want to buy something that's not being used by him, especially if you're going to pay the price for it as well.
Do you have anything that's signed by him?
Ayrton, unfortunately not here. Downstairs we will have. Yeah. We've got some prints and bits and pieces down there.
I think the helmets are my personal favourite, because I just think they're really lovely to look at. We need a lot of space if you're going to collect them.
You do need room, yeah. I mean, it's a total cross-reference from old replicas to race-worn helmets. And they can be quite expensive. Even the replicas can be expensive, from £750 upwards, so you do need a bit of money.
What sort of person comes in and buys something like that?
Collectors, really. If they're in for, say they collect everything on Michael Schumacher, right. And they're going to want a crash helmet at Michael Schumacher's to go with a model collection or whatever. Sometimes we sell them to pubs or clubs or themed bars, you know.
Like a sports cafe or something
absolutely,
like that?
Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah.
And what's this all about? You've got a bit of a car,
yeah.
you know.
We do the bits of the car. They're a bit big to have loads of pieces, but that's off a Le Mans Mazda in 1990. You get not just the front end, you get the back end, and you get the doors as well, so you get all of the bodywork except for the engine and the seats.
And this?
Steering wheels, well, from the Formula One car, unfortunately the steering wheels now are just too expensive for us to get them.
Are they?
The Ferrari steering wheel, they reckon, cost about £45,000 a time.
What, a steering wheel?
Steering wheel, all the electronics and the gadgets and everything they have on them now. But this is what they used to be like, literally just the wheel with a couple of buttons on-off sort of switches.
But that says 97, so it's not that old?
No, this is, technology has come on in the last few years. It's spiralled out of...
45 grand for a steering wheel. So what do we have down here?
We have, it's a race program from 1988, and it's individual team pages, and each page is signed by both drivers of the relevant team. So we have Ayrton and Alan Prost together in the McLaren race team, both signed. Patrese and Mansell in the Williams team, both Benetton drivers, Boutsen and Nannini, and both Ferrari drivers, so that's quite a nice piece, that one.
You've got a nice picture up here. What's that, the story behind that?
Yeah, this one, painted by Alan Fernley in 1990 actually, for Chris Rea, for his album cover called it Auberge, and they did a limited edition run, 500 prints, signed and numbered by the artist, and each one is signed by Chris Rea as well. And this is a second-hand version because they sold out a long time ago. Move along, further on, we got some more Nicholas Watts here, signed by Fangio, 5 times world champion.
That's a nice one.
McLaren, another Le Mans shot, night and wet.
Lovely.
So we just looked at one of those cars.
Yeah. There's one of those in the Gumball that I did, seen one in real life. What's this poster here?
Yeah, that is from 1979. American Grand Prix, and it's signed by almost everybody. We have Jules Villeneuve, who's Jacques Villeneuve's father. Unfortunately, he's not around anymore. Colin Chapman, founder of Lotus. You've got Jackie Stewart, Nelson, PK, Nicky Lauda. So a very, very nice piece to have.
And what items are the rarest?
Rarest things would be memorabilia. Ayrton Senna, Jules Villeneuve, of the old sort of score of drivers, crash helmets and race suits and things like that. That would be the most valuable. Or the actual F1 car itself, I guess.
Yeah.
The actual car.
You have a big lounge.
I have a very big lounge and a very big wallet.
Is there one thing that you would always want to keep your eye open to buy yourself?
There are lots of things on the market to choose from. Anything Ferrari really, especially if it's an original Ferrari thing, be it a team jacket or a team cruise shirt or even something signed by Michael Schumacher. So any of those sort of items, because there are not that many on the market anyway, it's definitely worth keeping your eye out for.
And if you could say to me, leave the shop today with one thing that's worth buying as an investment, you know, what would that be?
I would be inspired with the artwork really, especially if you like it, because if it's something that you'd like to have on your wall anyway and it values in money, then you can't really go too far wrong.
So my advice to you is if you want your dream car and you can't afford it now, buy one of these. Keep it in the box and put it in the loft and forget about it. Then in a couple of years you can sell it on and you'll have enough money to buy the real thing.